All right, guys, we're going to solve some equations where we have variables on both sides. So let's start with this negative 4x plus 7 equation. And what our goal is going to be is to move that negative 4x over to where that positive 2x is. And a lot of people, well, how do we do that? Well, if I'm going to move it from one side of the equal side to the other side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the opposite. So I'm going to look at negative 4x, I'm going to use a positive 4x, and I'm going to write that positive 4x over on the other side. And I'm going to make sure I put an addition sign in there so I can remember that I'm adding it. And I get negative 4x and positive 4x. That's going to give us a 0. I'm then going to go ahead and bring down the 7. Because there's nothing underneath there. I'm going to write negative equals to negative 17. And once again, same idea. There's nothing under there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine these two. So it says 2x plus 4x. Well, if I have 2 x's, I have 4 x's. I'm adding them together. That gives me a total of 6x. Now we're back at a 2-step algebra problem here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get rid of that negative 17. I want to get x all by itself. So I'm going to get rid of that negative 17 first. Order of operations, they get rid of the addition and subtraction first. So I'm going to move that 17 over to the other side. Okay. Draw my line, and I'm going to continue to work by adding those lines on. So let's do that. 7 plus 17, that is going to be 24, equals to, just draw that down. Negative 17 plus 17 cancels, gives us 0, and we get negative 6x moves down. There's nothing there underneath it. Now I got to get rid of that 6. That 6 is attached by multiplication, so we are simply going to divide by 6. That's going to cancel, gives me the 1x that I'm looking for, because 1x times x is just simply x, and 24 divided by 6 is 4. So 1x equals to 4, or we could just simply write x equals to 4, or 4 equals to x. And then what I do is I always go and I check my work graphically, and you will have that required in your assignment. So I go in here, I say, okay, let's take the first piece over here, negative 4x plus 7, and let's type it into cell number 1. So I'm going to write y equals to negative 4x plus 7. And then I'm going to type in the second piece, which is negative 17 and 2x. I'm going to put another y equals to negative 17 plus 2x. And what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and look for where they intersect. And you can see that the black line and the red line intersect right here at approximately 4, negative 9. And then what I'll do is just to verify my answer, especially when we do these assignments, I'm simply going to screenshot that work, and you'll see that it says x is equal to 4. Okay. And I come back here, and you'll notice that's exactly the same answer we had. Control V. I've checked my work, my algebraic work, and as I've checked that algebraic work, I've now checked it graphically, and I'm going to post that right underneath there. That shows that I've done both pieces to this assignment. So that's how we do things algebraically as well as graphically. All right, guys, I hope that helps you out with this piece of this part of the assignment.